Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to A Hat in Time, or should I say another Danganronpa mod, because Ryuka has gone and made another one, and he's here joining us today. Say hello, Ryuka.
I'm crazy. Hello.
You don't know when I'm going to include that little bit, though.
You mean the thing that was said by me during testing?
That's something for everyone to look forward to right now, then. But yes, Ryuka has gone and made himself another Danganronpa level, because he loves them, and we love playing Ryuka's levels. So that's what we're doing, and he specifically asked to join us today, so he's going to be watching alongside us.
I figured it would be a fun thing to do. I'm wondering if it'll be like, I don't really know how to word it. Would it be like a pseudo-director's commentary kind of thing? Like, me as the mod creator here alongside you as both a voice actor and a playtester?
Honestly, probably. This is a playtest version. The mod particularly isn't released yet, because Ryuka wants to release it in its full. So this is basically an early access version for us. Oh, I finally have access to something early access. Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel special now.
It's just a mod created by a crazy person. Alright, so we've only got chapter 1 out so far, as well as the, yeah, the supports aren't really done yet. We can see what's in there since I did modify it to have something in there, but it's not really anything too interesting. You can try it anyway.
I'll probably try it later.
Alright.
So, to warn everyone ahead of time, this is more than likely going to be split into multiple episodes, because we don't want one of those which I've always done in the past, like 2-hour-long episodes of this. So, who knows when it's going to get split? Just enjoy and wait to see what comes ahead, because this is... The Weirdness Begins. I love that name.
Well, let's be honest. We have a lot of friggin' weirdos here.
Hey, I was gonna say the madness. The fact it says weirdness, I'll go with Weirdness Begins. I have no issue with this. From the director of Trigger Happy Havoc, a new set of trials emerge. Expect spoilers for several games. Danganronpa,
cutting the branches. So, there is a reason I call it that, but I'm not sure when the answer to that will come up.
Alright.
Have you heard of the phrase cutting the branches before?
I don't think I have, actually.
It's a term used for when there are multiple endings to a game, but only one of them is canon.
Oh! Oh! So that's like the nonary games and whatnot.
I'm not sure. What do you mean?
You know, the nonary games, where you have to play through it to the end, like, several times to be able to get the true ending.
I don't think that's what... that wasn't really what I was going with, actually, but I think I get what you mean.
Yeah. If you don't know the nonary series, it's a moot point anyway.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know that series.
So,
are you ready for...
This better not be an April Fool's joke this time, or I'm gonna be freaking
Yeah, so this did start off as an April Fool's joke.
Give me a break, Natsuki. It's not like I didn't want to go through with this in the first place.
Yeah, that sounds louder. Okay. So yeah, you were talking about the April Fool's joke?
Yeah, the April Fool's joke. This originally did start off as an April Fool's joke all the way back before Trial 6 of Trigger Happy Havoc was out. And I actually did want to go through with it by that point. But as Octavian will say here in a second...
It's just, how many people would want a Hat in Time mod that's got nothing to do with Hat in Time?
That's what kept preventing me from wanting to go through with it.
You know what? At this point, Hat in Time hasn't had a proper update so long that it's run entirely on the community, that I don't think the community particularly cares too much about the Hat in Time stuff anymore. They just like the platform of the game, if that makes sense.
I think the only thing that happened in terms of updates recently was like the creator DLC stuff with Vanessa's escape or whatever.
Yeah, I played that on stream.
And I don't think I've actually played it because I didn't really find it all that interesting. So I didn't really get it.
I've got that stream downloaded. I need to make a highlight clip of it, just because there was this one perfect moment when I'm playing with my moderators. I'm just standing in the rafters of the roof, and then I'm one of the people, one of the chasers, and one of the normal people comes running along, and I just dive bomb them and hit them straight on the head, and the scream I got from it was just perfect. I need to break that stream down. It was ages ago now. I've got no excuse.
How many mods of characters from other franchises get modded into games in general?
I don't think player model swaps in a full-level mod series are quite the same thing.
Okay, but why though?
I don't know. It just seemed like one of those unwritten rules or something.
You actually voiced Octavian, didn't you?
Yeah, I voiced Octavian.
I thought you did.
And this is basically me having an argument with myself as to why this is or isn't a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm ready to start.
Alright, now we just gotta wait for everyone to get here.
Okay, so why did you separate everybody on this godforsaken ice mountain before the game started again?
So the introductions don't happen all at once. The focal character of the chapter is supposed to start at the sanitarium, work their way through the mines, then get here to the lodge, through the basement since the mines connect there. It's the long route since the sanitarium connects to the lodge basement anyway, but we need a natural pace for the introductions.
You're just playing to the point.
Another question. Who's the idiot that designed this building and decided an abandoned mine shaft, sanitarium, and ski lodge should all connect to each other?
This is the Until Dawn thing, isn't it?
Yes, this is Until Dawn setting.
I don't know and I hate it. Why is Until Dawn so freaking stupid? It had such a great concept, and the visuals and acting and presentations great. Why must the writing suck?
Yes, it's really... sometimes you just can't blame the actors or whatnot. It's just the sheer writing of the show that just ruins... Or writing of the show or game or whatever ruins it. That's pretty much what I believe happened to the 12th Doctor. Not the 12th, the newest Doctor in Doctor Who, for instance.
Yeah, I was complaining about Until Dawn before we started streaming this,
Yeah,
and there's so much I can say. Like, case in point, we could probably remove Matt, Ashley, and Samantha from the plot, and nothing would change without minor rewrites just to fix it.
Alright, who were they? Matt was the guy with the camera, I think.
No. Well, yeah, it was Matt. Matt was the one with the camera. He's the football player of the group. Ashley's the one with the beanie and the bookworm, and Samantha is the one we'll meet later, who's the, played by Hayden Panettiere, I think her name was.
Right.
She's supposed to be the main character.
I was thinking of the Gal.
The which one?
You know, the makeup one.
Jessica, you mean?
Yeah,
the one who's basically a walking innuendo? I'm not wrong. Jessica's a walking innuendo machine.
Alright, so I'd like to tell everyone immediately, we estimated it'd take us about 3 hours to get through this, but at the rate things are going, it might be twice as long.
Yeah, we're talking a lot.
What do you think it is?
I think it will be dead soon.
What about the notes we found?
Do you really want to risk this thing killing us?
Well, I don't know.
Alright, I'd like to say,
Yeah?
before we continue too much, I do think that chapters 0 and 1 are the bit messiest of the chapters, because this is when no one knows each other.
So it's the writing of trying to have things organically work together.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like it worked out quite right, so this might not turn out very well. See how it goes, but...
We'll see how it goes.
Look, it has a visor on its head. And it's wearing clothes. I doubt it's a feral beast or anything.
What? Alright. What crazy thing did I get mixed up in now?
I'm so glad I didn't voice Garrus in the end. I don't think I could have pulled that off.
Yeah. Oh, PFA was supposed to voice Garrus at one point.
I was told to voice 3 different characters in this. Garrus was one of them. I basically, as I played Mass Effect, I just looked at Garrus and thought, I cannot do his voice. I do not have the right voice to be able to do his voice.
I was surprised that I was having such a hard time finding someone to voice him.
That's not a surprise. He is kind of a very iconic character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's iconic character. The alien everyone wants to bone. I'm pretty sure he's more than iconic.
Even though it's fatal.
I'm not wrong. Everyone wants to make out with Garrus.
Even though it's fatal.
I'm not wrong.
I'm just remembering the Morton sex lessons. That's all.
We're gonna take forever to get there.
Let's at least try and get through the intro before the end of the first episode.
Shoot it try something.
Yeah.
Give it a rest. He's obviously not a monster trying to kill us.
Why would I do that?
You might want to read the paper.
To those who have been selected to participate in this game, regardless of whether or not you wanted to, there are a few key points I'd like to note. 1. Only other participants and game associates are currently here. 2. If you kill other participants before meet and greet phase has concluded, I will personally make you regret that. 3. The participants are all sentient beings, regardless of if they look weird to you, so don't just assume someone's a feral just because they're an alien or a skeleton. 4. Try looking for a lodge, since that's the intended meetup spot. 5. Introduce each other. The game you're stuck in will take a long time. Make new friends.
Ugh.
I see you went with proper, 3D models in this.
Yeah, there's 3D models for the daily life sections, and the 2D sprites are for the trial sections. This gives both a distinct flavor, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
Okay. It makes sense as well. Just because the daily lives isn't that much of a theme in the proper Danganronpa, so it kind of, separates them in a way.
Yeah, daily life in Danganronpa there was a reason I didn't go with it in Trigger Happy Havoc. It's so boring. Nothing interesting ever happens.
I don't like the sound of it either.
Can we go look for that lodge? It's freezing out here.
Yeah.
I say we go this way. We go outside, we'll have a better chance of finding the lodge.
We already checked outside. I don't know about you, but I'd rather look for a back door to this place, or wait at the roof.
The way to the roof eroded away and going further into the building is counterproductive.
It won't matter if we freeze to death.
Fine, you take your way then.
Do you two know each other, or...?
No.
That was the first I've met him. Still hasn't told me his name.
Well,
Okay, so...
to introduce ourselves, so... What's your name?
Interesting note.
Yeah.
Gail is from Dino Crisis. Jill is from Resident Evil. Both are sister series to each other.
Wait, so you mean they're canonically in the same universe?
Or at the very least, Jill keeps cosplaying as Regina from Dino Crisis over and over again.
Oh.
They're both made by Capcom and Shinji Mikami.
I mean, fair enough then.
None of your business.
Of course. Anyway, my name's Jill Valentine. I'm a member of an elite police force.
And then here comes up these. I like these. I think these are a really nice touch.
Yeah, I think that it's probably for the best to have something like this to say what the characters are like, what their likes and dislikes are, and what their skill is, because I have the feeling not everyone is going to know who these people are.
I don't. I didn't even know. I knew a character. I think I knew of one of the characters I was voicing, and I had to guess who it was, and I just guessed correctly. Wasn't it?
Wait, what do you mean?
I guessed Carl was from Observer, didn't I?
Beholder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play as Carl and CEO from Beholder and Suits RPGs, respectively.
So we have Jill Valentine, ultimate skill, lockpicking, loves heaven weaponry, attractive blue suits, Barry's dad jokes, likes her teammates, extra pocket space, dressing like regalia. Regina, sorry. Dislikes, betrayal, hates, zombies, Wesker, stalkers. I mean, very fair.
RE3 is entirely about stalkers.
I mean, very fair.
I should introduce myself too. Garrus Vicarian. I used to be part of a police force as well.
Garrus Archangel Vicarian. Ultimate skill, sniping. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Loves calibrating things. Sniper rifles, iconic kills, Commander Shepard and the Normandy crew. Likes sparring and sparring.
Yeah, I think we know what sparring in that context means, considering...
Dislikes, restrictions, hates, betrayals, reapers, criminals, and injustice.
Used to. So you quit?
There's too much red tape in the way. I couldn't do anything. When an opportunity to stop a rogue Spectre came up, I jumped at the chance to finally make a difference.
I dig it. Spectre means something specific here?
Is that
and Gail's just an a-hole and just left.
Yep.
People say that I have a stick up my ass.
Would you like to talk on the way?
Sure, no reason not to.
So something I want to...
Oh.
Really? We're still not done with that by the 22nd century?
That's a good line.
So Jill and Garrus's outfits, as well as their overall coloration, I had to alter it a bit so that it fell in line with everybody else's character model textures, because their colors were just way too drab. So I had to increase the saturation a bit. Also, I had to make Jill's outfit from green to blue because that looked right.
It was green?
It's supposed to be blue, but because of the way the lighting was in, I think, the GameCube version, which is where I got the model from, the outfit looked green. I could probably post a picture to show what I mean.
Alright, fair enough.
Apparently not. I didn't know zombies were actually a thing on Earth as early as... What is this doing here?
Oh god, spaghetti.
That's weird.
Yep.
Yeah, little do they know this cuisine will be so exquisite they will never want to stop eating it. The genius trapped by the great Papyrus. Yeah.
It looks and smells terrible.
You think they're around here somewhere? Where did you come from?
That was executed perfectly.
Oh, wowie! You're screaming for joy after merely witnessing my fine dish?
Alright, I admit, it's kind of up to artistic interpretation, but you know what, I feel a bit disappointed with Papyrus, just because traditionally everyone knows skeletons are just like, God damn! Have like the more higher pitched voice, you know?
The Skeletor type voice.
It's kind of just what like Jacksepticeye did with Papyrus. I don't know. God damn it! No, that's not even close. I'm not even gonna keep trying. Most I could do is Alistair. Oh, wowie! And that does not sound like Papyrus.
No.
Not even close. not by everyone else's interpretations, anyway.
Exactly.
Aha, you are impressed.
You must be Papyrus.
My popularity is already growing. I must not let up in my dream to become loved by all.
Papyrus, Undertale. Ultimate skill, optimism, yep, makes perfect sense. Loves pasta, popularity, almost everyone. Likes puzzles, cool things, his catchphrase, caps lock! Dislikes lethargy, laziness, hate, dealing with sans jokes, having 0 friends. Aww.
Does this guy have a mute button? Papyrus. You had a letter too, right?
Oh, sure. I used the other side for my trap. A trap of friendship. That is how that works, right? No, of course it is.
Would you like to join us in finding a lodge?
The letter did say to go there. Very well, to the lodge.
I like
Was
this.
it a good idea to let
It's just been so long since I played one of these. I'm enjoying this already.
Honestly, I just wanted my ears to stop ringing. He is a handful. Not a bad guy. But still, I suppose we could have met crazier.
By the way, if there's any line you don't catch while watching this, because some of the voices can be a bit quiet like that, surprisingly, then just pause the video and have a read if things are going a bit too fast for you. Or you can, you know, just listen to sound effects like that and realize you're not gonna catch it no matter what you do.
Yeah, not much I could have done about that. The explosion was loud.
Want to blow up something else?
What a line. Wanna blow up something else. For your viewing pleasure, all future crash lines will be translated to something we can actually comprehend.
You were saying?
Should we?
May as well. Hey, what's going on over there?
I knew that'd help us find somebody.
Oh, so you didn't just cause an explosion in an abandoned and likely unstable building for fun.
That was the main reason we did it.
Oh. And the
Yeah.
absolute facepalm. I love how you've got the absolute divide between, like, the cartoon over-the-top characters and the goddamn take this seriously characters.
And even then, Gareth kind of straddles the line a little bit between those two, since even though he's not cartoonish, he's been through so many suicidal missions that's like, what even is normal anymore?
Yeah, very fair.
Why? It was fun.
Please tell me this is just a really weird dream and I'm not completely insane.
Who even are you?
I'm Sam of the Freelance Police.
Another police officer! Sam! Sam and Max! Ultimate skill, irrelevancy.
Irreverency. It means that he doesn't really take things that are supposed to be taken seriously at all.
Oh. Well, that's completely different from what I just said.
Yeah.
Loves justice, hanging out with Max, big guns. Likes his weird neighbors, Darla Gulenheek.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure no one's gonna know who that is. In the Sam and Max TV show, they had a sidekick character that was a little girl, Darla Guggenheek, or the Geek. She made all their gadgets and equipment.
Ah, fair enough then. Playing banjo and snacks. Dislikes his circle in number 3.
In hell. Sorry, that was a censorship.
Ah. Hates criminals. Fat jokes at his expense. Max getting killed.
So I'd like to point out that we just completely skipped over the fact that he has his own personal circle in hell.
You know
Like,
what? Given
What?
his introduction, that doesn't surprise me.
Knowing him, it really doesn't. Him and Max killed so many people.
What do you mean, freelance police?
We take jobs by the commissioner to solve whatever problems they need solved, or look for trouble to solve. You wouldn't believe how many Eldritch God calls we get.
I'm guessing it's a very weird TV show.
It's a very weird-ass show and a very weird-ass video game.
All who witness me turn mad. Anyone who dares get in my way will be crushed by my followers. None shall stand in my way to decimate those who oppose me. No dragon, alien, zombie army, sword, or Christmas shall take me down. I have regained my power to the fullest, and now I am unstoppable.
And that was
You
our
played
first date.
Cthulhu Saves
All right,
Christmas.
Cthulhu, let's get it on.
And you have not played Cthulhu Saves the World, so that joke with Umi doesn't make sense.
Or that new game, like Sucker for Love or whatever it is.
I don't think that's made by Zavoid.
What's your excuse?
Hey, I take offense to that. I feel I should actually read out Crash's lines, because he's clearly not saying them
If you
properly.
think Crash here is crazy, you haven't met Max yet.
Crash Bandicoot. Ultimate skill. Wanted destruction. Yep. Yep.
Kogo's still better at than him, though.
Loves family and friends. Kart and motorbike racing. Pancakes. Likes long naps. Violence. Dislikes the way Coco gets during demolition derbies. Hates.
Insert yes noises here.
Oh yeah, like, is that the sound effect that played in the last thing?
Yes, Crash Tag Team Racing is basically a demolition derby. That's what I'm referring to.
Uh-huh. Hates world-level destruction. The thought of the entropies making out.
Okay, so if you've played Crash It's About Time, you know exactly why no one wanted that.
I've only played Crash 5, I believe.
There was a 5th one?
Yeah, the one where Crunch was introduced.
I thought that was the 4th one.
Whichever.
Alright. Anyways,
I take it.
Yeah, that
Max
was
is
where I
another
thought.
participant we haven't met yet.
Don't know, I haven't seen him yet. If anything happens to my little buddy.
Max must be someone he knows. What about you, Crash? Can you speak normally?
I highly doubt it.
Well, this has been interesting.
We should head for the launch soon, right?
Oh no, I lost my new friends. Where is everyone?
You guys have a much different way of handling things than we do.
The rules for this exist for a reason.
Are we even going the right way? Was wandering into a cave system our best choice? I don't even know where we are right now.
You know what? I think most people felt that when playing Until Dawn.
I'm sure if we wander
Yeah, the
around
game
and
is
examine
just-
everything, we'll figure out what to do next. Eventually.
Until Dawn is just so frigging dark that you cannot see anything at any given moment. Like, I heard that the reason that it's like that was because they wanted to have extra shadows with for atmospheric purposes, and in order to do so, they had to use some sort of new technique in order to do that without overheating the PlayStation, which I find technically impressive, but aesthetically not so much. Everything just looks black and gray.
You have to have a balancing point between atmosphere and playability.
Fortunately, the game is very story-heavy, but unfortunately, the story's not good.
Very true.
Do you think anyone's in this cave system?
Perhaps the aroma of my brilliant spaghetti will lure those nearby to our location.
Hello? Is someone there? It's dark here.
Nico from... That's a game I'm pretty sure I should play.
Nico from One Shot?
Yeah.
Oh, I have yet to start cooking and already it is working.
Can you, keep yelling really loudly? That's helping, I think. Sorry. I'm a little lost. Yeppo!
Hello!
What do you say?
We have no idea.
What's your name, kid?
I'm Nico. I just want to go home.
Nico, one shot. Ultimate skill, curiosity. I guess that's why he's a cat thing. Loves asking questions, their mummy. Pancakes, likes talking to people. Adult supervision. Dislikes the dark. Hates homesickness, sadistic choices.
So, gonna be honest, Nico is probably one of the characters I remember the least out of everyone here, honestly. I don't remember a whole lot about One Shot.
I mean, I haven't played it, so... I haven't even seen it played. So maybe that's just one of the games I should play. Let me know if to everyone who's made it this far, if you want me to play One Shot.
Whoever took us all here brought little kids, too.
I don't like this.
Can we, go somewhere warmer?
Excuse me. I heard someone yelling like a madman. Oh yes, indeed I was. And finally we get to see me.
Looks like your attempt
Or
at
one
fighting
of
people
you.
in this cave was effective.
Hooray!
Do any of you realize the danger we're all in? Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't all of us preoccupied with other things before suddenly waking up on some godforsaken mountain in the middle of nowhere? I know I was.
Finally, someone I can take seriously.
I'm a bit too used to extreme circumstances and suicidal missions. It comes packaged with working with Shepard.
Oh yes, it does. Whoever did this must be very powerful, or have some very strong connections. Something to explain how they pulled this off.
Maybe they wanted to make friends.
Kidnapping multiple people, giving them strange, vague letters of a game, and throwing them into a cave system with several pieces of evidence lying around, pointing to an easy cave-in? Am I really to believe this person is on our side?
This game is likely something twisted, horrible, and...
I want to go home.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It has to be said. We're in danger.
Who are you?
CEO.
I, meant your name.
When I first heard it after getting amnesia, that was my reaction too.
Wait, your name is literally CEO?
That's... You've told me to play that game as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, CEO is actually his full legal name.
It's so... I can't wait to see why. CEO, suits RPG. Ultimate skill, business. Loves gambling, punching things, helping random people. Likes sandwiches, fishing, Guy and Jerome. Dislikes corruption, amnesia plots, being uninformed. I know that feeling. Hates the chairman and his shareholders. Elevators, the circus. Why elevators?
That's a boss fight. You have to go through a terrifying ass monster in an elevator. After the elevator ride is over, it's like, okay, we are never going on elevators ever again.
I mean, fair enough in that circumstance.
Let me guess, you're the CEO of something.
Gee, what gave you that idea?
We should continue to the lodge. I'm still freezing.
Yeah, let's... Who are you and when did you get here?
No need to be shy. If you need encouragement, the great Papyrus will give you a legendary pep talk.
I'm Mayu.
Mayu Akabukura, Fatal Frame. Ultimate skill, Sixth Sense. Loves Miyu always being around her. Likes Miyu. Attention. Dislikes not being around Miyu for longer than 5 seconds. Hates Miyu leaving her forever. Ghosts. Note, Miyu is her twin sister.
Yeah, Mio and Mayu are twin sisters, and Fatal Frame 2 has a lot to do with twins, but also the way that they go about it doesn't really work quite right. Because it comes across as Mayu being, like, clingy. Like a stage 5 clinger towards her sister.
I mean, depending on how people grow up, that can be a thing.
Is that a manhole cover?
Odd design choice for a mine passage.
How do we open it?
Like that, apparently.
Oh, I thought it would be harder.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, Sorry.
Well, you look
Awkward
sketchy.
introduction.
Who are you? An assassin?
A ninja?
Mad Doctor.
I draw things.
I draw... You know, I literally just realized you literally just put yourself in the game.
Yes, I did.
Like,
I'm not even trying to be subtle about that. I thought you already knew that part.
How have I just realized you literally just put yourself in this?
Yeah, I thought you knew that all that time ago.
Like, I thought, look, half the characters I don't even know about, so I thought Octavian might be a real character. But, or like Octavian was just like a created NPC. I didn't even think it was just you in general.
Yeah, it's me in general. If I'm gonna make an original character, I may as well write what I know.
That's it?
I'm an artist, okay?
With a body like that?
Are you on steroids? If so, can I have some? I actually like that line a lot.
Now!
Yeah.
To both of those things. Now let me introduce myself properly.
So, steroids in the Suits RPGs, that's an actual item you can use.
I'm not surprised, and I can't wait to see the event that happens later on.
Yeah.
You can call me Octavian.
Octavian, unknown. Ultimate skill, art, debatable.
Really debatable. Everyone's a critic.
Loves art, creativity, crossovers. Almost everyone here. Games. Likes. Old things. Learning. When technology feels like working for once. Oh, all know that pain.
We all know that pain.
Dislikes, authority, popularity, jerks, lethal stupidity, Gail. Hates, family issues, gaslighting and manipulation, Mayu.
Everyone else should be upstairs.
You were about to say something?
Yeah, I don't like Mayu. Not at all.
Yeah, we kind of figured that. What do you mean by that? Everyone else?
You guys got the letters about the game, yeah?
Yes.
All the other participants are further upstairs.
How do you know that we're the last ones?
You'll find out once the meet and greet finishes. Head that way for the lodge. It leads straight to the basement.
Wait, the mines lead to lodge?
So does the sanitarium.
Oh, come on. You could have gotten out of the cold sooner if we went that way.
By the way, wasn't Gail supposed to be with you?
Gail?
The blonde guy with the cactus up his butt because of how prickly he is.
I honestly love half these lines. You're clearly just going for comedy a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Same.
For the Sort leader, he is a terrible team player.
We'll be on our way.
Alrighty. See you at the lodge.
He knows more than he should.
Yeah, something's not right with him.
You know I can still hear you, right? Yelling like down the hall. I mean, you're not wrong, but still.
You're not wrong, but still.
He seems nice and honest to me.
Thanks.
Let's discuss this elsewhere.
Just wait until the introductions are over, okay? Now explain a lot.
This place is full of freaks.
No kidding.
I like how, like, the three with the best heads on their shoulders is Garrus, the alien, Jill, the zombie hunter, and CEO, whatever the fuck CEO is, and...
he is an assassin.
No, I meant species.
Oh, I have no idea. Let's just say that it's whatever wound up happening between Wii Fit Trainer and Slenderman that one night.
That's a description and a half.
Well, if he gets corrupted enough, he does grow tentacles out his back. So, there's that.
Was Cthulhu involved that night?
I don't know.
It's nice to finally warm up by the fire after being in that cold cave for so long.
Seems like everyone's going through their introductions.
Are you okay, man?
I'm laughing too hard. I'm sorry. I wanted to say that stupid Wii Fit Trainer Slenderman joke for too long. That's probably not going to wind up in the mod, but still.
What, the fact he grows tentacles, or...?
No, the fact that the easiest way I can describe him is the aftermath of Wii Fit Trainer and Slenderman that one night.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, did you really just walk here in the freezing cold alone from the sanitarium?
I'm fine.
Fireplace, there, now.
Just kicks him onto it.
You two got here for me?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Meet anyone on the way?
Unimportant.
Gail, introduce yourself.
How do you know?
Introductions.
I've never met him before.
We've got our eye on him. So, your name's Gail?
Hmm.
You want to chat?
No.
Good, me neither.
Gail, Dino Crisis. Ultimate skill, shooting things. Loves completing missions. Brute force methods. I can relate to that. Likes. Regalia. No, that's not even how I'm not even...
Regina.
Regina. How am I getting the word regalia?
Yeah, I don't know. Regalia sounds like... That sounds like a word for describing, like, super fancy things or something.
It's a term for clothing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a clothing term.
Dislikes Rick, wasting time on straggling teammates. That explains so much about his personality. Hates
Yeah,
Kurt.
he's left, like, 2 or 3 team members behind to die just because he didn't have the patience to wait for them.
He's not a team member.
Yeah, and he's the leader of the group, which begs a lot of questions.
Like, why is he the leader of the group?
Yeah, that specifically is the biggest question. Why is he the leader?
Hates, Kirk, dinosaurs and lizards, revealing top secret info.
Hey, I'm going around introducing myself. If I'm gonna be stuck in what I'm assuming is a kidnapping death game, I may as well know who my friends and enemies are, you know?
A death game?
Well, yeah. Haven't you heard of Saw before? The only reason I can think a mass kidnapping like this would happen is if someone wants to be amused by something horrible happening.
You know, when you make the Saw reference, I just realized that Danganronpa is literally just anime Saw, isn't it?
That's what No Idea said during our discussion all that time ago, which is where that joke came from.
There's just some things you don't realize until they're said out loud, you know?
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is wrong with Garrus's hand right now? Like, the way it's positioned on that armchair does not look like it does not look natural.
Yeah, the animations are not always the best. I am still a newbie animator.
Very fair.
If we're lucky, we can get through with friendship, as corny as it sounds.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta at least try.
You're being awfully calm considering you think we're in a demented murder game.
I know, but, well, someone has to be. And it sure isn't gonna be Gramble.
I don't think I've met Gramble yet.
I'll go get him. Oh, by the way, I'm Natsuki. If you want cupcakes or writing tips, you know who to ask.
I preferred Monica. Natsuki, Doki Doki Literature Club, ultimate skill, baking, loves having friends, mango, writing, baking cupcakes, likes, honesty, food, short, sweet, and to the point, dislikes being treated like a 12-year-old for her appearance, hates her dad and mistreatment of her.
I'm sorry, you seem too young to be this calm about this.
You think I'm 12, don't you?
You're not?
I'm 18.
What?
Look, I didn't grow right because I didn't eat well. It's a long story, okay? Just drop it!
You gotta feel sorry for Natsuki once you actually realize her story a bit, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate her all the same. She is my least favorite of the lot. My favorite is easily Yuri, Monica, Sayori, and then Natsuki, but still.
Okay, I'll drop it.
Sheesh.
I probably should have animated them walking away, but I forgot. Oops.
You know, it's one of those things. No one's that bothered by it.
He
Okay.
does not look 18.
Nope.
Mr. Stain, I don't believe you met those two around the fireplace.
Understood. Greetings, comrades.
Hello, I'm Jill Valentine.
Ah, the pure black character.
Here is Vicarian.
Carl, that reminds me, I still need to record that voice line for you, don't I?
Which one?
Where I just say Karl Stein. Or Sten.
Actually, I think you did, but you pronounced it as Stain or whatever, and that was incorrect. Like Carl Stein? No, wait, no, you did say it as Stein.
Yeah, I
but
did
it was
say it as
Stain.
Stein. Is it Stain?
It's Carl Stain?
Karl Stein.
Yeah,
Like that.
Carl Stain. But you wound up pronouncing it as like Carl Stein, I think, and
Yeah.
that was why I didn't wind up using the line.
That's because I read
Regardless,
it as Stein. It reads as Stein to me, so... Carl, beholder, ultimate skill, surveillance, loves his family, likes the black market, money, dislikes his family's constantly poor condition, hates, oh this is a lot, annoying tenants, extreme expenses and hospital bills, his daughter being sick and near death all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's a theme in the game.
Marta and Patrick are so expensive. Patrick is his son who needs education, and that's expensive because education.
Yeah.
But Marta's health is constantly poor, and you have to deal with her hospital bills. And that is ridiculous. For first-time players, you will probably not be able to save Marta.
Let her die immediately, and then you can look, it's a numbers game, so you gotta let one die so that 2 can live.
That might be your best possible choice, honestly, for your first run, and that's not a good thing, is it? Especially if you're trying to save your entire friggin' family.
So, what do you do?
I'm a landlord for an apartment complex.
That's it.
You sound as if it isn't a difficult job. I still don't think I do Carl right, but...
Well, no one was really offering.
It's more that it's...
No one really wanted to do Carl Stein.
Everyone else here who do things like save the world or arrest people. Or are just plain weird looking.
I do appreciate you doing Carl Stein's voice.
Yes, I know, but sometimes it's just hard to do the Russian type of accent, you know?
Well, at least you do it better than me, comrade.
I'm not even sure if it's Russian. It's definitely...
It's better than me,
Slavic.
let's go with that.
It definitely feels Slavic, but I'm not sure if it actually feels Russian.
I hope we're not pissing off anyone who's from that country with our terrible accents, by the way.
Look, if they're watching my channel, they shouldn't be watching my channel if they're the type of person that gets irritated very easily.
Yeah.
I am not a non-offensive person. I'm not a person that will shy away from a joke.
You are very blunt.
I am one of those people that believes comedy should just be able to be comedy. It's called take a joke. If anyone's getting offended by us doing bad accents, they clearly can't take a joke, because clearly we're doing bad accents because we're trying to just do an accent and we're just bad at it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You are both police officers, I heard.
Why, used to be anyway.
I have had to call the police many times due to lawbreakers.
What laws were they breaking?
Probably making drugs or something.
There's creating drugs, storing weapons, destroying government property, wearing jeans, eating apples, listening to 80s music.
Okay, you lost me at arrested over jeans.
Okay, yeah, so all of those were actually things you can arrest people for.
Eating apples.
Yes, you are not allowed to eat foreign apples. Meaning that you can arrest people for having apples that are not from that country.
To be fair, I admit, whenever I've recorded Carl's lines, whenever I've just felt I'm losing track of the accent, I always just go, there's creating drugs, storing weapons, listening to 80s music. That line is just how I get Carl's accent back on track.
Howdy. Natsuki sent me to come talk to y'all.
Hello, Gramble. You're a lot smaller than I thought you'd be.
You must be Gramble.
Yep. Nice to meet ya.
Gramble Giggle Funny. Bug Snacks. Is that a game or a show?
Well, everyone here is from a video game. Sam from Sam and Max, that is a video game too.
Fair.
The only character that's not from a video game, that's not me, is Marge Simpson.
It's Ryuka. You can't expect there not to be a Marge Simpson joke in here somewhere. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Ryuka, you do something similar.
Marge jokes. How was that? Was that a good sound test, or should I try again?
Okay, now I gotta leave that in the video, but still. We're all just waiting
fair, that
for
did
it.
not show up until Trial 6 of the last series.
We're all just waiting for it, but we know she's gonna be in there somewhere.
Yep.
She's just gonna come out of nowhere and start kicking someone. This is just Rukia's idea of funny.
Give it like 10 minutes, we'll get to her eventually.
Gramble Giggle Funny, ultimate skill, knitting, loves animals, family, wiggle bottom, knitting.
That's the name of his girlfriend.
Fair. Likes the concept of love, banjo pop, hates his sleepwalking habit, things that don't deserve to be loved, familial neglect, abandonment.
You can probably tell what his backstory is.
He doesn't have a dislikes section I find interesting.
Yeah, some of the characters that want to having one of the sections not there because things that
just because one of the other sections just took over so much.
Yeah.
Nanako, say hi to the nice people.
Hello.
Nanako Dojima, persona. Ultimate skill, being a housewife at age 6, not literally.
She does all of the chores.
Loves, every day's great at your dunes. Family time, big bro you. Which persona is it?
Persona 4. Nanako Dojima is your main character's little cousin, and you're staying at her and her father's place throughout the duration of the game.
Right, okay. I've only played Persona 3, so...
Yeah.
Likes, use friends, making new friends, dancing. Dislikes, loneliness. Her mother's passing, fighting and arguing. Hates, death. I mean, she's 6, that's fair.
I'm making dinner for
Yeah.
everyone in a while.
I wanted to help, but Natsuki wanted me to stay out of it to prove Nanako don't need any help.
Water's ready!
I'm coming!
Even though she's helping her, Natsuki's confusing sometimes.
So, he was talking about the butterfly effect and how...
I feel like I should
Haven't
mention...
met you yet.
Yeah.
I feel like I should mention that having these two characters be introduced at the exact same time feels fitting, because both Life is Strange and Until Dawn advertise the butterfly effect to hell and back.
Yeah, I can imagine. Except I think, what was the first one again?
Until Dawn or Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. I think Life is Strange does it a little better.
It does it a lot better than Until Dawn is. Like, Until Dawn has so many butterfly effects that just don't do anything. Like, when Ashley gets scissors to defend herself, that butterfly effect does nothing aside from whether or not she has a black eye.
The butterfly effect in Till Dawn does not exist. If you want a true butterfly effect, it means you need a new set of branches for each branch throughout the game. And that will obviously lead to about, like, 250 branches at the end. But if you want to advertise the fact you're making a butterfly effect game, you need to have 250 fucking branches at the very end.
Let's be honest, Garrus here is a better example of the butterfly effect.
How?
Mass Effect has so many different things that wind up happening in Mass Effect and ripple effects and all that crap.
You know what? You're
by
right.
the end...
Just because of the fact it crosses over into the next game, Mass Effect is a better butterfly effect than Until Dawn.
How about by comparison to Life is Strange?
I've never played Life is Strange, or even seen anything to do with it, so I can't make comparisons.
Well, if I were to make a comparison, I still think Mass Effect does it better than Life is Strange does as well.
There's so many games in this I've just not played, and so I'm just advertising potential series right now to the viewers to see what people might be interested into seeing me playing.
Well, I'm here to introduce myself. Garrus Vicarian. You two are?
I'm Kate. Sorry if I seem down, I'm kinda going through a lot back home.
Kate Marsh, Life is Strange. Ultimate skill, faith. Loves, friends, her sisters and dad. Writing and drawing children's stories. Likes, art, kindness. Being treated like she matters, so does everyone. Dislikes, sins, spiked drinks. Humanity in general right now. That is very relatable as well. Hates, bullies, drugs, the viral video of her.
So, in context, Kate, someone spiked her drink at a party at the school campus, and she wound up getting so wasted that someone recorded a video of her that was embarrassing and compromising of her at the party making out with a bunch of people. And once that wound up on everywhere, she got harassed over it all the time.
And I'm pretty sure that's called illegal, and you could get someone arrested for that.
Yep.
At least in England you can, because I'm pretty sure spiking a drink is actually considered a proper crime that you can get arrested over.
The thing is, no one has any proof that the drink was spiked, and no one has any idea what really happened. So...
That's very true. It's one of those things which is always hard to prove.
Yeah, her friends believe her, but no one else does.
Maybe later.
I'm around if you want to talk about it. Okay?
I appreciate it, Sam.
You're also named Sam.
Yeah, that'll make me being in the same room as him awkward, huh? I'm used to being called Sam, but if it avoids confusion, I guess Samantha will have to do, huh?
Yeah, we have two Sams here. We have two Sams here. Sam from Sam and Max and Sam from Until Dawn.
Samantha Giddings, Until Dawn. Ultimate skill, animal handling. What?
She wants to become a conservationalist. This is not something the game goes over. It's a part of her background information that's, like, supplementary information.
Oh, so it's one of those things the game mentions but doesn't care about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Despite the fact animal handling could actually have been used in that game along one of those branching butterfly paths.
She's able to feed squirrels nuts and stuff, if that's worth the crap. But aside from that, it doesn't really get shown at all.
Loves animals, fitness, learning / being noisy. Likes classical music, long baths, the Washingtons. Dislikes her friends being jerks. Hates Wendigos, group conflict, and pranks.
And at the beginning of Until Dawn, her best friend Hannah kind of died to a prank. She has a pretty good reason to hate them.
You know what? That is actually very fair.
How are you handling this whole aliens and monsters thing?
Well, at least I'm not about to die this time, so that's a step in the right direction.
I'm pretty sure.
We gotta remember she's also from a horror game.
Yeah, she is from a horror game.
Also that. Though this feels different from a dream, so I think this probably isn't. Honestly, after everything that's happened, I feel like falling in my bed and sleeping for a couple weeks until I forget everything that happened. I want you to listen to me with this, though. Whatever you do not go in those mines.
Did something happen down there on your way here?
No, this was before you all showed up.
Wait, hold on. You know this place?
My best friend died here a year ago. I tried to stop it, but... God, I should have waited in front of the door instead of looking for her.
You know, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's a point that I really wanted to bring up related to her. It seems like she tried to stop the prank, but instead of waiting in front of the door the prank was supposed to take place at, she went off in the building looking for her best friend instead. So, the smart thing to do would have been to go on an intercept trajectory, but she didn't do that.
It's interesting how you also say a year ago, because this also indicates that this kind of happened just after the events of Until Dawn for her. Because I'm pretty sure the best friend dying happened literally a year after... A year before the event, the Until Dawn game. So this...
We're not far enough for that to be a plot point yet as to when exactly everyone was taken, but, since we gotta keep in mind, all these characters are from, like, different years and universes.
Yeah.
Garrus is from, like, the 2100s. And Mayu's from the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
Sam, collect yourself first.
My friends decided to play a prank last year. Hannah was so embarrassed she ran off into the woods. Her sister Beth followed her, and that was the last I saw of either of them.
You know what? That's an example of why the butterfly effect is crap in Until Dawn. Because at the very first game, you get the choice about saving yourself or saving the friend, and it doesn't matter which one you choose. Both of them die either way.
Yep.
It's fucking bullcrap, that. Honestly.
Yep.
So the mines are where they were found.
Sorry, I sidetracked. I'm not over it. The Wendigo. Some sort of demon lives down there. Correction, a lot of them live down there.
What is a Wendigo?
Think a zombie, but fast and nearly unkillable.
I think I'm gonna go lay down if that's okay.
Night, Kate.
So, I want to point out what Wendigos really are. Wendigos are actually, like... They happen because cannibalism, but popular media tends to ruin them.
It's a Native American legend that cannibalism eventually turns you into the Wendigo. Yep. And there's actually evidence about why that legend would have come around. For example, did you know that human meat is addictive?
Did not know that.
Yeah. human meat is addictive, which is why the legends of, like, the Wendigo would have existed, because they'd be addicted to eating more humans. Because human meat is an addictive substance.
Don't know why. I mean, we're mostly just fat and grossness, but whatever.
We don't know either. It happens to animals as well. It's why if an animal ever gets to taste human meat, it has to be killed on the spot. Like lions in open safaris and whatnot. If they ever taste human, they need to be killed immediately.
Or else they'll go after more humans because they're now addicted to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Learning with PFA and Ryuka Rookie.
Learning things you never wanted to know. So that's right, everyone. If you don't want to become a meat addict, don't eat a human.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Then we'd have all died down there because...
Great Papyrus will now beguile your taste buds with my delicious pasta.
Oh my gosh, Nanako, do not eat that!
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they would have all died down there if the Wendigos were not deaf.
That is very true. Papyrus is not exactly a quiet character.
Who is that?
No, he's not.
I don't know, but I want answers.
Has everyone finished yet? Everyone get to know each other better? Yep. Alright then. Everyone grab a chair or something, because the meet and greet is over.
Wouldn't this have made things easier for us?
In retrospect, yes.
Yeah, in retrospect, having everyone in the same room to introduce each other would be way easier than what I did. But also what I did is what happened, so I guess we're stuck with that.
So, we've got the characters. We've got Octavian, we've got CEO, we've got Gramble. I almost got it. We got Carl, we've got Gail, we've got Crash, Garrus, Nico, Jill, Nanako there at the table, Sam, Papyrus, Mayu, Kate, other Sam, and Natsuki. Alright, this is where you place your bets, everyone, and who's gonna live and who's gonna die. I'm not allowed to make that call because I know some of this. I already know a few of the victims, so I'm not allowed to say anything.
PFA had the voice act in this, so he already knows who some of the characters are not gonna make it.
So place your bets down in the comment. You're saying there's gonna be 6 chapters, right?
Yes, there are supposed to be 6 chapters.
Alright, how much are you following the rules with those chapters? Such as, like, 1 death apart from, like, chapter 3, I think, which is 2 deaths.
So, you already saw the script, and you already know who does and doesn't make it out of the first chapter, so I think you already know why chapter 1 is different.
Yeah, I do.
Aside from that, I know that chapter 2 will not follow the same rules, because I honestly still don't really know what the chapter 2 rule is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be an emotional death or kill or whatever, but no, that one's that's what chapter 4 would usually be. Chapter 2 is what chapter 4 usually is. The sacrifice chapter.
So how many characters do you think will survive?
Me
Assuming you
or the
haven't
audience?
already got it all planned out already.
I already know how many people are going to make it out.
Oh, then give us a number so that people can guess.
Oh, you want me to actually say how many survivors there's gonna be?
Yeah, then I mean, if you want to. You can give us a rough number if you want, like, between 3 and 10, or 1 and 16, considering there's 16 people.
The casualty count is gonna be lower than normal by a lot.
Ooh, okay.
So there's actually gonna be way more survivors than normal.
Oh, then everyone, take your guess as who you think's gonna survive this thing. I suppose this is basically showing off what happens when you put competent people in one of these things.
You mean put competent people behind the writing of Danganronpa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more competent than Danganronpa's writings.
I mean, as well as competent characters, is what I was inferring.
Oh, that's what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think all of us have complained that Danganronpa doesn't have very great writing either.
I mean, you've made some very excellent points about the writing over the last mod series, so...
Yeah. And yeah, the characters in Danganronpa are generally not very good. They're flat, static, and they only have one personality trait that consumes their entire character.
It doesn't make them. It makes them bad as characters, but it doesn't exactly make them bad characters, if you know what I mean.
It depends on how they're written, but yeah, the writing's not good.
It depends. Yeah, some characters are still iconic, and we love to this day.
Yeah,
I still love Miyu. Hey, I'm a tech guy. I'll always love the tech girl. Anyway. Moving on.
Participants have become acquainted. Good. Let's go over this little game of ours.
Is that Rex?
Rex as in...
Oh, Gex, even?
Oh, you mean Rez. Funny thing, you actually guessed the name right, even though that is not who you're talking about.
What, Rez?
So, yeah, I did name this character Rex, but this is not actually a Gex character. This is...
I guess the name without it being a real character.
What?
Oh, it's brilliant.
I didn't catch that. What?
I named the character without it being an actual real character. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I always had this character's name in my mind as Rex. You accidentally guessed it right. That is kind of amusing. But this is essentially an original character, even though the character model is not going to be that. Okay. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Fair enough. No, I was originally guessing, not even Rex, Gek, the frog lizard thing in the one that made all the bad TV puns.
Gex the gecko, and not Rez. Yeah, no, this is definitely
guessing.
Not Gex.
All right, let's go. Let's keep on going.
Oh, are we playing musical chairs?
No, but we can do that later.
I love your character of Octavian. I really do. The fact he's just lovable about this.
I'm a nerd. What can I say?
Are any of you familiar with killing games?
Oh, Lord. Do I even want to know where this is going?
Now.
You can leave the game by eliminating another participant from the game. However, in order to do so, a biased every announcement must go off. To make the BDA go off, the participant you eliminated's body must be discoverable, then found by 3 people, discounting the mastermind, minion, and culprit. Once the BDA goes off, a brief investigation period will occur and a trial will take place.
A trial?
A courtroom trial with evidence and stuff. It's up to the participants to determine the culprit's identity and vote someone off. Majority rules. Whoever gets the most votes in the trial gets eliminated from the game.
Would you say eliminated?
Death.
Just plain blown death.
I'm not.
And let's add in some drama and distrust-free roles, shall we? There are 3 people given special roles. Me and Octavian have the role of the minion and mastermind. This is what's so off about me. I do not blame you for hating me.
Aw, poor Octavian.
Yeah, I'm like really bad at being evil, I think.
Whereas I play it perfectly.
Maybe I should have had you be the villain.
What about that third role?
Third role is the outlier, one who came here knowing full well what they were signing up for. In other words, someone who knew they signed up for a game of life and death. And of course, it's your choice to figure out who it is. Have fun.
I don't know.
Do you know who the outlier is?
I do not know who the outlier is, so...
You don't?
I don't. Not yet.
Remember that April Fool's joke video we said about before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said who it is in that thing.
Now I need to go look that up. Somehow. I'm not sure
it
if
is
I can
still in the
find
Steam
it.
Workshop.
This is gonna be a new one for me.
So, about that game of musical chairs.
About the game of musical chairs. Danganronpa, cutting the edge. Get Cindy County Cat as Jill and I have no Cocos as Mayu and Kate.
Paradox as Papyrus, and Empress Twilight Raven as Natsuki. Disgruntled Mushroom as Gramble Gale Funny. Lunary Hughes as Samantha Giddings and Nico. Banoko Dogo as Crash Bandicoot, and Classy Times as Sam. Parafox Archangel as Carl Steen and CEO. Dragoni as Garrus, and No Idea as Gail. And there's just Garrus calibrating his 3DS.
And a bunch of random characters doing random things.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I tried animating an intro sequence. It's rough, but hey, I think it turned out okay.
Yeah, it's rough, but it works for Hat in Time, you know?
Yeah. I say give it 10 minutes.
You and your fucking large jokes. You know what? I believe well done on that. That was pretty good.
Yay, the prologue was good.
A red sticker is a bit. No, we don't care about that. Obviously, give it the up. Oh, I have to exit to the spaceship now. Well, if ever there was a good cutting point for the next episode, I guess that would be it. So join us in the next episode, which we're recording immediately, and figure out what the hell is going on with this mayhem.
Yay, mayhem. And we all know I'm responsible for this mayhem.
Damn straight.
Because... Oh, I can't wait till we get to the later chapters and things get even more stupid. I actually have something hilariously stupid planned for Chapter 2 when we eventually get to it.
Oh, God. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh my god, this natural pacing is so boring.
You and your pecking Marge jokes.
Let's be honest, they don't get old.
I wonder
Sacrifice.
how many goat sacrifices will be enough before the gaming deities above finally cave in and give me a new Ape Escape game.
Carl, I don't think the cameras should be everywhere.